Hello friends, welcome you all to my YouTube channel Awesome Audiobooks Neat FM. Friends, specially for you, I present the story of the amazing son-in-law with Hindi subtitles, whose name is the Charismatic Charlie Wade. In the previous part, Charlie's life took a dramatic turn. He officially assumed control of the Emgrand Group and visited its headquarters for the first time. There, he met Doris Young and instructed her to keep his identity as the new chairman a closely guarded secret. But keeping such a powerful secret is never easy. Will Charlie be able to lead one of the city's biggest companies while continuing to live an ordinary life? What new challenges and unexpected encounters await him next? Let's continue the journey in part 5. Chapter 5. The Wade family is ruined. Charlie gives some instructions to Doris Young. At this moment, the secretary knocked on the door and said, "Miss Young, a man called Gerald Wade and his fiancée are here to see you." Doris said instantly, "I am seeing a VIP now. Let them wait." Charlie asked, "Do you know Gerald Wade?" "Mr. Wade's family is one of our partners and several of their major projects are linked to our company. They have said that they will be here to see me. They have been here several times too." Charlie uttered in a cold voice. From now on, Emgrand Group would no longer have any business dealings with the Wade family. Halt all ongoing and preparatory projects. If the Wade family still earns a penny from our company, I don't need you as our vice chairman. Doris startled in shock for a while, figuring that someone from the Wade family must have offended the man. So she nodded vigorously and exclaimed, "Mr. Wade, don't worry. I will now order my staff to stop all collaboration with the Wade family." Charlie nodded satisfyingly and said, "Tell them that Emgrand Group has no interest in collaborating with lowly garbage." Then asked the guards to kick them out. Outside the office, Gerald and Wendy were waiting anxiously. The Wade family had always wanted to be the key players in the collaboration with Emgrand Group, so he hoped that he could build a good relationship with Doris Young and thus bring the family closer to the connection. However, the least expected things happened. Doris' secretary approached them with several guards. Gerald asked in confusion, "Hi, may I know if Miss Young is available to see us now?" The secretary glared coldly at him and said, "Sorry, our vice chairman said that Emgrand Group has no interest in collaborating with lowly garbage like you. From now on, we will cancel all the projects with your family." "What did you say?" Gerald gaped in extreme shock and his jaw almost dropped to the floor. Why did he find the remark so familiar anyway? Oh, right. Charlie Wade said the exact same thing when they were in the parking lot. What did Doris Young mean by that? Did she really intend to halt all the collaboration with the Wade family? Gerald felt a surge of blood flooding her head, exploding inside. What happened? Cancelled all projects? A large portion of the Wade family's profit came from working with Emgrand. If Emgrand Group terminated their ties, didn't it mean that the family's net worth would be cut by half? No, he couldn't accept such a cruel fact. He growled loudly, "I want to see Miss Young. I want to ask her in person." The secretary simply glared at him coldly. "I'm sorry. Miss Young will not see you and you are not allowed here in the future." Gerald shouted in great dismay. "Are you freaking kidding me? We are a long-term business partner of Emgrand. It isn't up to her to terminate our projects just like that. Don't mess with me." The secretary ignored his screaming and directed the security guard around her. Kick them out. The head of the security team immediately jumped on them. He grabbed Gerald's wrist and twisted it hard behind him. Gerald yelled in pain and Captain Cooper snorted coldly. Hurry and get out of here. If you dare make a scene at Emgrand Group, I will break you in half. You are just a security guard. How dare you raise your voice at me? Do you know who I am? Captain Cooper gave him a slap across his face instantly and shouted, "What are you in the face of Emgrand Group?" Gerald felt his face burning from the slap. He was about to burst in fury when his phone suddenly rang. It was his father. When he answered the call, a furious roar echoed from the other end of the line. "You bastard! What did you do? Emgrand Group wants to terminate all project with us. Who on earth did you offend?" Gerald whined sorrowfully. "No, Dad, that's not true. I didn't offend anyone. I just came here to see Miss Young, but I haven't even seen her face yet." Gerald's father shouted again. "The people at Emgrand Group said that they have terminated their collaboration with us because of you. The lowly garbage, it's all because of you that our family is suffering a great loss. Hurry and come back. Explain this to your grandfather yourself." Grabbing a phone in a daze, Gerald and Wendy were forcefully escorted out of Emgrand Group's main entrance. Suddenly, Charlie's face appeared in his mind. He turned to Wendy abruptly and asked, "Wendy, is it because of your loser cousin-in-law? Does he have anything to do with Emgrand Group?" Huh! Wendy was obviously taken aback by Gerald's remark. When she pondered the circumstances, it might indeed have something to do with the loser. But he was a loser. Thus, she shook her head and uttered firmly, "No, it is absolutely impossible that he has anything to do with Emgrand Group. He is not even qualified to clean their toilets." "You are right." Gerald nodded numbly. He hung his head low when he thought about his angry father. "I have to return home right away." Very soon, the news of the White family being kicked out by Emgrand Group spread throughout Aurous Hill like wildfire. No one knew of the reason, but they were certain that the White family must have offended Emgrand Group in some way. At this rate, the White family was considered gone. Their net worth had been cut short by more than half. They were originally close to the peak of the social ladder in the city, but after the incident, they instantly dropped down several levels and became a second-rate family in terms of social class. Lady Wilson was shaking with anger when she heard the news. She wanted to call off Wendy's engagement with Gerald, but even after the termination, the White family was still more prominent than the Wilson family, and she couldn't afford to lose the ties, so she could only bear with it for the moment. Meanwhile, in Doris' office, Charlie looked impressed and satisfied after he heard about the process. He highly appreciated her rapid and stern attitude in it. He said with a satisfied smile, "Doris, great job. You did well. Starting today, your salary will be doubled." Doris gaped in astonishment. She stood up and bowed respectfully. "Thank you, Mr. Wade." Charlie nodded and continued, "Also, I want you to make two announcements." "Yes, please, proceed." The first thing is to announce the change of Emgrand Group's ownership and nomination of the new chairman. But don't disclose my identity. Just say that he is one Mr. Wade. The second thing is the announcement of Emgrand Group investing $2 billion to build a 6-star hotel in Aurous Hill and announcing the tender bidding for partners. Constructions and interior decorating companies throughout the city are welcome to bid. The main business of Wilson Group was interior design and construction. The old lady would dream of hopping on Emgrand's cruise. Whoever could win the bidding with Emgrand Group would surely become the most sought after person in the company. Now that he owned Emgrand Group, he should offer his wife some sweet deals. Friends, here I ended up the fifth part of the novel. Thank you for listening to part 5. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you won't miss the next chapter of Charlie's extraordinary journey. What do you think will happen next? Share your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear your prediction. Until next time, take care and happy listening.